मेहनत कितना भाई. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be talking about the cost of moving from Toronto to Alberta. Like you all know, we have moved from Toronto to Alberta, and for the people who don't know, it is in news. Okay, so another news that I would want to give to those people is that I have vlogs where we were driving from Toronto to Edmonton and everything related to that, so you guys can check it out. And also I have a playlist on YouTube as Alberta, so you can check out that playlist. So I have n number of playlists. As per your interest, go watch. Now let me tell you the cost. So the first thing that I would want to talk about is the rent where you're already staying. So we were staying in a rented place, a rented basement in Toronto. So we had to give, or maybe not, for the rent of the last month. So in our case, what happened was we already gave the rent way before, like in the beginning while signing the lease and everything. So they had took the rent for the first and the last month and stuff. So we were quite safe there. So our last month rent was already paid. We just informed the landlord that we would want to leave the place a month before at least. Second would be packing. So while you want to pack all your stuff, the basic things that you would need are the boxes and the tape. Now tape obviously you would have to go and buy, but for the boxes I can give you a tip. You can go to Dollarama, Walmart, Costco and talk to the people working there and see if they have any spare boxes, because I used to work in Dollarama and I know if you'll go to them and ask for boxes, they would just give you, because any which ways they would discard it. So it is a no loss situation to them. So that is one thing that you can do. And if you want to see how did we pack the whole thing, like moving across Canada and stuff, you can watch that video also in the same playlist as Alberta. So that's the second kharcha. Now comes the third one, booking a company for packers and movers. Now if we talk about your products, your personal stuff and everything, there are three things that you can do. A, get it shipped. Second would be throw it if it is not a lot and not of a great value. Third, you would want to sell it, and instead of throwing, I would advise you to give it to charity or just give it to Value Village. If you know what Value Village is, you can actually donate it. So these are the things that you can do. But let's talk about this point where you would want to take the stuff along with you. We will book any company, packers and movers. So the one that we booked were HK Movers, and I wish this was paid, but then I would want to give honest reviews. These people were really good, and you would see these people actually packing our stuff in the packing video. So they had promised us that they would deliver our stuff within a month, but they took an extra week, which is totally fine. We can deal with that. That is not a problem. Secondly, they took $1,600 from us, where I had a word with this person, the owner, over the phone, and I told him that these are all the stuff, this is everything that I have. I gave him the list, I took the photographs and sent him over WhatsApp, and then he calculated and he gave me this value of $1,600. Now why did we choose him over others? There are two reasons. A, he was 90% sure that this is the amount that we will take from you, but there were very less chances that if the stuff would be more, the value would go up, and if the stuff would weigh less, they would take less money from us. That is common sense, okay? But then he was quite sure about $1,600. And he was the cheapest, because I did talk to good 10-15 people in packers and movers, you name it, and I did had a word with them. So everybody was charging way more, and they were not sure. They were like, we might take more because of the weight. So I was kind of confused there, and I did check the reviews of all the companies of packers and movers, including these people. So these people had the least amount of bad reviews. We took a chance. We took a chance with HK Movers. And another reason why did we go with HK Movers were like that they would take the money after everything is delivered to our place here in Edmonton. And exactly that is how it happened. So they took $1,600, told us a month, but took an extra week, which is totally fine. Nothing got lost, nothing got broken. So we were quite happy with the services. This is one of the major kharcha you would want to include in the list. Now, how would you calculate that if you want to go with packers and movers or not? You would calculate like we did. We calculated all the products in the house, actually how much did they value. Then we had a word with the company, the movers. If you think that it is okay and if the value is not so much, if the difference is not so much, you can go with the company and get your stuff shipped. Not really shipped, but moved. Okay, so the next thing, if you have a car. Now with the car, there are two situations. One is you can drive and go to the province, or you can get the car also shipped or moved. That is what you can do. So you can talk about this thing to the same company. So there are some companies which did shipped or moved the car, the vehicle, and some who were not dealing in this. So you would have to talk to the company and would have to see which fits your budget. So that is how you will do. Now, why did we choose to drive? Two reasons. A, obviously because of the adventure, and we didn't wanted to, miss the chance of seeing such beautiful scenic beauties in between. And second reason, you will be shocked, it was way more cheaper to drive and go to another province instead of getting it shipped. So that's another thing. Now, if you want to ask me what is the approx value, so the minimum value that I got to know was somewhat around 1500 to 2100 Canadian dollars for the car. Now it depends on the model and the weight of the car. Okay, so the next kharcha would be how you would travel, either by driving, by road, or by taking a flight. So if you're taking a flight, two problems. A, they would not give you that much of baggage to take along with you. So without any baggage, it is 76 Canadian dollars, and with a single bag, it will be 118 Canadian dollars, which is not worth the whole thing. Obviously, you will save 3-4 days, but I feel that instead of saving those 3-4 days, you should travel. But again, it's your wish and your call. Now, if I talk about the drive, in drive, there are three things that would be included in the cost, in the kharcha. First would be the fuel. Second would be anything in between that you would eat and drink or whatever, that your eatables. Third would be the hotel stay. So there are three things. Gas, you cannot do anything. Hotel, you cannot do anything. Obviously, you can look for something that goes in your budget. And second, food, you can do a lot many things that I would discuss. Let's talk about the fuel first. So I have all the details. Whenever we went to the gas station, I will just calculate the total. So the total fuel charges that I had to pay for the whole journey from Toronto to Edmonton were 271 Canadian dollars only. Now let's talk about the hotel. Also, there is this another tip. So if there are two drivers, no baby, there is no problem. And if you want to cover long distance, like in our case, we covered only 7 to 8 hours every day, and we did take a stop and we had to stay in a hotel. Okay, so for us it took 5 days to reach to Edmonton. But if you guys want, you can cover it in 3.5 or maximum 4 days. So that is how you can also save on your hotel part. One of the hotels you can skip, but let me give you the stops in between where you can actually take a stop, and also which hotel did we choose. So the first stop was in Super 8. You can watch the videos, and we gave $80 a night. We stayed only for a night in every hotel, so depending on the number of nights, but for the single night in Super 8 we gave $80. That's the first stop. Second stop was in Days Inn hotel, and we paid 110 per night. Third stop was in Quality Inn hotel, and we paid 109 per night. And the last stop was in Super 8 in Regina, and we paid $100 per night. This was the hotel expense that we bared. So in total, it was $399, approximately 400 Canadian dollars for the hotels. Now, if I talk about eatables, I would advise you to take your munchies from your home, depending on your cuisine, which country you're from. So whatever you guys eat, make something at home. Sandwiches, parantha, anything. Like, I can talk about my cuisine, I can talk about my culture. So we did pack good amount of paranthas and the veggies, Karela to be precise. You guys can check out that in the vlog too. Also, I had few frozen dosas with me, and I did take along one of the grillers with me in the car. So wherever we stayed, whichever hotel, supposedly if you don't have the microwave, and if you do also, still I needed that, you could plug it in, put your dosa in and you're done for the dinner. So that's one thing. So you guys can save money there, because spending every day on food can really make a difference, big difference in the cost of your moving. Take chips, cold drink or ready to eat, anything that is more feasible to you. To see what we did, you have to watch the vlogs. Okay, now next thing. Now you've reached in Edmonton. So there are 3 things that you can do. So you have a rented place. Supposedly, if you've done your research and everything, done the talking on the phone and everything, and you know where to go, right? So there is this one rented place that you have to go to. So there would be either the kharcha of that, or if you want to stay in Airbnb, then there would be an expense of that. Or if you want to go to your friend's home, family's home or anything like that, then it will be all free. So either of these 3 things you would do. Let me talk about my situation. So for the first 2 nights, we stayed in our cousin's house. So got saved there because our stuff still had to come, because we had ordered new mattress and a sofa bed. It's because obviously packers and movers would take full 1 month to get our stuff in Edmonton, right? So full 1 month I cannot waste my money, or obviously cannot stay in my friends or family's place, like cannot bother them, right? So we did order an extra mattress and a sofa bed, because in the end it will be useful, right? So that would reach us after 2 days of us reaching in Edmonton. So for those 2 days we stayed at our cousin's house. Then we moved to our rented place. Now the expense that we had to bear before we move on to this place, there were 2 things. First was the security deposit of $299. Second was the first month's rent, which was 1047 Canadian dollars. So that is it. So these are all the expense that I had bared, and the situation that I have been through, and the things and the tips that I gave you that I have used in my traveling, and this has really helped me. So this was the expense that you guys really wanted to know. If there is something else that you want to know, put it in the comment section below. I will reply to you. So that's one thing. Secondly, an update, all of our stuff has come here. Like I've said in the video, we are quite happy with the company and stuff. Also guys, if you guys want to know how am I liking Edmonton and the difference between the two that I see or feel, I'll be very honest. I am loving this place, and I don't know if you guys would believe me, or you would think that oh, ये तो यहाँ पे shift हो गए इसलिए ऐसे बोल रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. This place is very peaceful, less crowded, very beautiful. There are like greenery all over, and then there are humongous trees if you go onto the highway and stuff. And then you know about West Edmonton Mall, the biggest one, and I don't want to talk about it. Little show off, don't want to do it. But yeah, beautiful scenic beauties, and people here are really sweet. This is what I've heard and seen in the videos, right? But this is a fact. I'm quite happy moving here. I don't regret my decision. So this is one update I would want to discuss with you. If there is any more questions you have, put it down below. I will answer it. Okay, bye.